Hey everybody, welcome back to Bones and Brews. So today we're gonna have a little fun here in St. Louis. I'm not a native of St. Louis, but I currently live in St. Louis. I've been here for almost 10 years now. And one of the first neighborhoods I learned about when I moved here was the Hill. Known for the Italian food, some great classic Italian food here in St. Louis. But something else that St. Louis is known for when it comes to Italian food is toasted ravioli. So I'm actually gonna have a little fun here today. I've actually never tried this. I usually try my recipes at least once before I film it. This is completely new, so when we get to the very end and we do the taste test, I'll be really honest with you on how it turns out. So I'm going to take some frozen ravioli here from locally from St. Louis, and I'm going to take pieces of that ravioli and I'm just simply going to wrap them in bacon, hit them with a little bit of that hot honey haw from Meat Church, and then I'm going to throw them in the Weber Smoky Mountain and let them cook until that bacon's slightly crispy. Then we're going to take them off and give them a taste test. Just have a little fun with some St. Louis style food here today. So let's get started. So got myself a small rack here. I'm going to try to do about 8 to 10 of these raviolis and get them ready to rock and roll. Alright, so they are frozen. I guess I could make my own toasted raviolis, but you know what? I ain't got time for that. So pull those raviolis out. I think I'm going to start here with about 8 of them. So I took some thin cut bacon. I'm using thin cut bacon instead of thick cut because it's going to crisp up a little faster. And that way that bacon grease is not making that toasted ravioli too soggy for me inside is my hope and my goal here. So let's see what we're going to do here. So I sliced that bacon in half because they're small toasted raviolis. Now these toasted raviolis have meat inside. Go ahead and I'm just simply wrapping it with that bacon. It's that easy. If you live in St. Louis, you know how much people love their toasted raviolis. Not something you find many other places around the U.S. Alright, getting these bad boys wrapped up. Shouldn't take but a second here. I've got my Weber Smoky Mountain going a little warmer. It's almost at 300 degrees, trying to keep it about that temperature. Should not take long then. Just a couple more to wrap. Thought it'd be a little fun today, just to have some fun with some St. Louis style foods. Toasted ravioli are almost as popular as Cardinals baseball here in town, or Blues hockey, and soon to be St. Louis City SC soccer. All right, so I've got myself a few of those toasted ravs ready to rock and roll here. So what I'm going to do is once they're on that rack, I'm going to hit them with a little bit of that hot honey hog. Just kind of sprinkle that across the top. That hot honey hog, if you've never used this seasoning, it's awesome. It's a little bit of sweet, a little bit of heat, but great on the top of anything that I wrap in bacon. I use it on top of those bacon wrap jalapenos, anything else. So it's really going to be that easy, my friends. Let's get it on a Weber Smoky Mountain. I'm guessing this will take about 45 minutes or so, but I'll keep an eye on it, and then we'll take it off and give it a taste test here pretty soon. Alright you guys, so our toasted ravs are off that smoker. That bacon's nice and crispy on there. I've pulled them off about 5 minutes ago. Hopefully I'll let them rest long enough so when I take a bite out of one of those juices inside of that toasted rav don't burn the top of my mouth. And if they do, I won't be mad about that. So let's get started here. So I'm going to go ahead and get them plated first. Got myself my plate here. Pull those off and set them on my plate. And then I'm actually going to top them off a little bit as well here. I'm going to save this one for my taste tester here. Alright, so as I plate them, I'm going to do a couple of things. I've got from Beer Sauce Shop, also located here in St. Louis. This is their Voodoo Veggie and Grill Seasoning. I love using this as a topping for things as well. So I'm just put a little bit of that in the palm of my hand. I'm just going to sprinkle that across the top of those toasted ravs. Get a little bit of color. Some good little veggie season on there. And then what I'm also going to use is I'm going to use, also from Beer Sauce Shop, their Cruisin' for a Bruisin' pizza sauce. So it's a pizza sauce with a little bit of heat. I really enjoy using it. So I'm going to use it as my dipping sauce for these bacon wrapped toasted raviolis. So once again, toasted ravs, St. Louis tradition, but you, my friends, could hopefully maybe find them in your freezer section as well. I'd say get them and see if you like them. So we're going to go ahead and give these bad boys a taste test. So Dip it in that beer sauce, pizza sauce there. Oh. So those are meat-filled toasted ravs. And I tell you what, these are done perfectly. I'm very, very surprised. I thought they'd be a little soggy from that bacon wrapped around them. They're not at all. And 45 minutes was just about that sweet spot for time. They're nice and warm on the inside. That breading's perfect. It's still in those toasted ravs that they come in. And then that it can taste that hot honey hog for that seasoning. If you don't want it as hot, use more of a sweeter seasoning or anything you want to use as well. You could also top them off. I didn't use some Parmesan cheese. You could top them with a little bit of Parmesan cheese as well. But this, my friends, is taking a St. Louis classic to a whole new level in our backyard barbecue. We're going to love these here at Bones and Brews. This may be another summer appetizer here for us in the backyard. So like every episode, remember to subscribe to the channel, like us, share us. We'll see you guys again on Bones and Brews.